Why this huge shift in story between the momentum that was going towards the Democrats just a few weeks, months ago, to now swinging seemingly back towards Republicans as we head towards these elections?
I think there are a couple of reasons, Dom. Let's go back to the summer. You had the former President Trump was in the headlines a lot. He was the focus of a lot of media attention surrounding the search of Mar-a-Lago, and that diverts attention away from the incumbent to the president and the former president and Republicans. And then it was bad for Republicans. You had a couple of political wins on Capitol Hill. The IRA, the CHIPS Act, Democrats felt better about themselves. That fuels Democratic enthusiasm. You were noting that in the poll. And then the Dobbs case, which reversed Roe v. Wade. That was the very end of June. That fueled Democratic enthusiasm and intensity during the summer. But as we get past Labor Day, economic issues start to reassert themselves, along with crime, along with border security. And then, along with that economic refocusing, you had a pair of negative CPI reports in September for August and in October for September. And I think that's just fueling voters' anxiety about the economy. And ultimately, that's what typically drives elections. And we're kind of going back into a normal election cycle where economic anxiety, especially in this economy with price hikes the way they have been over the last year or so, is really fueling a Republican resurgence at the perfect time for Republicans going into the election.
Brian, does this mean then, based upon the analysis that you've just kind of gone through and some of the polling numbers that we saw from NBC, that Americans will vote more on the economic front than they will on social or health issues for things like abortion rights or anything else? That means that the economy is the most important thing right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I would include crime as a social issue. And that polls very high on voter priority checklists. Economy, price hikes, inflation, crime right there. Other social issues like abortion and even healthcare are further down the list. So when you look at how voters are prioritizing issues as they head for the ballot boxes, it's those issues that really would fuel a Republican win there at the top of the list.
And Brian, before we let you go here, there's only a couple weeks, really, generally speaking, left until the midterm elections. What kind of messaging would you expect to see from both the Democrats and the GOP as they make their final push towards that big election day?
So two things. One, the election's already started, right? We already have early voting in some states. So it's going on as we speak. As far as messaging, I think the Democrats have got it all wrong. I think the president has leaned too much into those social issues, which did fuel that resurgence for Democrats over the summer, but it's falling on deaf ears right now. It's clear voters want to hear about the economy. So I think both parties are going to try and run on the economy, but Democrats have a really tough job ahead of them. How do you deliver a message on the economy when voters are blaming you for the mess that they see the economy being in right now?